What if I told you that while you've been doubting yourself, someone powerful has been quietly watching your every move? Not because you're famous, not because you're rich, but because there's something about your mindset, your resilience, and the way you keep moving forward that cannot be ignored. The opportunities you've been praying for don't always arrive with loud announcements. Sometimes they arrive in the form of one conversation, one introduction, or one person who sees your potential before the world does. The real question isn't whether they're coming. The question is, will you be ready when they finally approach you? Most people believe that success begins the moment the spotlight finds them. They think recognition starts when their name is announced, when their social media explodes, or when someone influential publicly acknowledges their work. But real success begins much earlier, in the quiet moments that nobody applauds. It begins when you continue showing up after disappointment. It begins when you stay disciplined even though no one is watching. What many people fail to realize is that consistency creates a reputation long before recognition ever arrives. While others are chasing attention, the people who truly influence the world are paying attention to something completely different. They're observing patterns. They're watching how people respond under pressure, how they handle setbacks, and whether they remain committed when there is no immediate reward. That silent observation is often what separates those who receive life-changing opportunities from those who never understand why they were overlooked. Every day you choose discipline over excuses. You're sending a message without speaking a word. Every promise you keep to yourself builds trust within your own character. The habits that seem ordinary today are quietly becoming evidence of who you are. You may feel like your efforts are invisible, but invisible does not mean unnoticed. There are people who value reliability more than popularity, integrity more than image, and perseverance more than talent alone. They understand something that many people don't. Skills can be taught, but character is much harder to develop. That's why your consistency matters so much. It reveals what you do when no one is expecting anything from you. Think about the strongest buildings in the world. Nobody celebrates the foundation because it's buried beneath the surface. People admire the height of the structure, the beautiful design, and the impressive architecture. Yet none of that could exist without a foundation that was carefully built over time. Your daily routines are your foundation. Reading one more page, learning one more skill, staying calm during difficult moments, refusing to quit after failure. These actions may seem insignificant on their own, but together they create a person capable of handling extraordinary responsibility. The truth is that opportunities often arrive quietly. They don't always announce themselves with dramatic fanfare. Sometimes they're disguised as a simple conversation, a recommendation from someone you've never met, or an unexpected invitation. The reason some people seem lucky is not because fortune randomly chose them. It's because when opportunity appeared, they were already prepared. Their preparation had been happening long before anyone noticed. They didn't suddenly become qualified overnight. They simply continued improving while others were waiting for motivation. One of the greatest mistakes people make is believing they need an audience before they give their best effort.